Let's do. Hello, this is Ty Johnston, Dungeon Master for this session of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We've got one more player, should be coming in a little bit, but at least 3 players are here, so we can get started. We've had some behind the scenes stuff go on, but before now, but the main mission is Captain Terrell has given you all orders. You are to go to the city jail in Satamore, and you are to pick up a bandit by the name of Beauregard Jasper. He is a human, and you are to take him approximately 3 days' ride to the west on the border with the Dwarven Kingdom to the village of Vordain. There you are to meet up with a Sergeant Stonemason and his soldiers, and there you are to exchange Beauregard Jasper for a Master Lo Finn, who is a wanted crime lord in the Empire. And once you have Master Lo Finn, you are expected to take him to the city of Falcon, which will be a couple of weeks south of you guys. Let's see if I can do share screen. Share screen is kind of flippy on StreamYard, but now, does that show up full size or is it like in miniature to you guys?
We're on a bar to the left.
Yeah, we're on the left side.
Okay.
Yeah, works for me.
Okay, so you guys are, let's see. You guys are in Satamore. You're basically expected to go over here again with the border of the Dwarven Kingdom. And from there, basically you'll follow a road. You'll pretty much be bypassing the city of Coving, going around it unless you want to go in it for some reason. And then you'll go to Falcon. And then after Falcon, well, in theory, you would go back to Satamore, but we'll see what happens.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Should not be a problem. Okay.
Except we're missing a range.
You are missing your ranger, though he is online now. Or I think.
How can we range without a ranger?
Okay. Well, he's on Discord, but it says he's idle, so.
It's not like we have 2 people with survival skills on our team right now.
I actually have survival.
I know.
Okay. Well, then there we go.
Cool doesn't know that, though.
I mean...
Yes, sir. I give you a more serious salute than I did with the captain.
Well, let's go to the meeting place, and then we'll start the escort.
Yeah, Pious Squad Fist, so she's kind of a backup to the Ranger, I guess you'd say. In a way.
Alrighty, well, are we fitted with a wagon? Is this all on horseback? What is
they will give you guys a wagon with a couple of horses on it.
Is it like a covered wagon? Is it a jail wagon? Like, how is this person being kept in there? Like, it's open.
It's a covered wagon, but you can take the covers down if you want to. The weather's actually pretty nice, fairly warm. You also, in the back of that wagon, will be enough food and water to last at least a month for probably about 5 to 6 people. So, and there will also be basic camping gear, like tents and things like that, will be in the back of the wagon.
So, idea. Once we drink a water barrel, we stick the guy in, cut a hole for his neck, and then we stick his head out of the barrel and then nail it down so he can't move.
I'm down for that. One other question was, are there any groups that would be looking to get him back? More or less, if so, we should probably keep the wagon covered because we don't want anybody to see him.
Who do you want to ask this?
You, DM.
No, who do you want to ask this in the world?
Oh, okay. I would like to go ask the... Who's just a... I guess I want to go ask the captain.
Captain
I'd
Terrell.
like to walk to his offices.
God, give me answers. Damn it.
The captain will inform you that, well, this Beauregard Jasper is a known bandit. We've not had real problems with him here, but the dwarves had. So, yeah, it's possible he may have some bandit companions out there who, want to see him freed. They're not necessarily wanted here because they've not caused any major troubles in the Empire. But who knows?
Any large groups in particular?
Large groups? I don't think so. I mean,
okay.
He's just a bandit. It's not like he's, a prince of some province somewhere or something like that.
Oh, no, just if he worked for, if he in particular was working for anybody.
Oh, no, I think he's I hate to call him a bandit lord, but maybe a bandit sergeant, but no real major groups or major threats. But again, that doesn't mean somebody on the road couldn't accost you.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just curious what was up with him. I'm satisfied.
Okay.
And I salute and walk out.
Okay. You were in there a lot less time than Cool was.
And not quite as satisfied leaving.
Probably not.
Well, does anybody have anything else to ask him?
No.
Nope.
Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, Jasper or Beauregard is in the city jail, and your wagon and all your traveling and camping gear will be there waiting for you.
Yay. Who knows how to drive?
I do.
Yay.
And in fact, that's Dragontai will, as soon as he is told, he'll just, as soon as he says, oh, there's a wagon out there with all of your supplies, the first thing he does is he'll go through and start reorganizing all of the supplies so that they're secured and just kind of mentally inventoried. Basically check his load, check out the wagon to make sure it's in good repair, check out the horses and make sure they're healthy, and hop in the driver's seat and wait.
I will also. I will go into the covered wagon.
Okay. There will be a couple of city guards actually out front, and one of them will come down. It's like, are you guys the military group that's supposed to take Bo?
Yep.
We are.
Okay. Give us a minute and we'll bring him out to you.
I'm going to go ahead and climb in the cart.
Okay. So a few minutes pass, and then they come out with this human who's dressed in basically dirty leather armor that is like piecemeal been put together. His feet are shackled together. His hands are shackled together in front of him. He's probably late 20s would be your guess. His hair's fairly short, but it's a mess. And there's guards on either side of him leading him out. And he sees you guys, and he suddenly throws his hands up and shakes his shackles. Say, oh boy, this is going to be an adventure.
Yay!
And
Woo, party on.
one of the guards cuffs him, smacks him upside the head. Not really enough to do damage. And then they just throw him in the back of the wagon. And he lands hard. He sits up and glares at him. He's like, one of these days, fellas, one of these days, you're going to get yours. And the guards are just like, good luck.
Well, maybe we can make that tomorrow. Get in the fucking wagon.
Oh, they threw him in the back of the wagon. And he'll turn around and sit up. And he's going to try to stand up and climb into the front seat of the wagon.
I push him back down. I'll sit there.
I will grab him by the seat of his pants and put him right back where he was.
He's like, oh, come on. Let me right up front.
No.
I'm fine with him riding up front.
I'm not.
I'm going to go ahead and veto that motion. He's going to sit his ass right down.
He's like, okay. He sits and he's kind of sulking. He's like, this is going to be a party, though.
I mean, I do have wine.
Really? I haven't had wine in like months.
All right.
For that matter, I haven't had a woman in months. What do you say?
No.
Come
I
on,
say
Smokey.
that's a little girl. Try saying that again. And I'm going to go ahead and just slap him up the back of the head.
Oh!
I look 17.
He's like, oh, come on. He's like, Bo knows, 3 guys and 1 chick. Come on. Bo ain't stupid.
You are making this less appealing by the second serve.
Oh, come on. Which one of you running the old ice train on the Snow Queen over here? Come on. Bo knows. Tell me.
Bo, do you want to be drugged behind the wagon? Because that can be arranged.
No, of course I don't want to be drugged behind the wagon.
Then shut your mouth.
You guys are no fun whatsoever. I mean,
It
this is a
would
bad.
have been if he just shut up.
Well, this is a bad situation for everybody around. You don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. We might as well make the best of it and have some fun. I say let's break out the wine. Come on.
You just had to tell him about the wine.
I know. I'm going to pop the cork and I'm going to take a sip myself.
Come on. Bo
No.
could really use that. I promise I'll be quiet for 5 minutes if you get me a drink.
And I'm going to take another sip.
Oh, well, I guess I'll have to talk. So how long are we going to sit here? When are you boys going to get this on the road?
I'm going to go ahead and pull out
Chagatai
my one bottle of
will
whiskey
stand
and
up.
take a sip.
He's going to go into the back. Chagatai is going to stand up, go into the back, pull him out of the wagon, stand him up, and tie him to the back of the wagon. Tie his manacles to the back of the wagon, and then go get back in the
I would
driver's
like
seat.
to get there. I would like to get there sometime this month. Let's keep him in the wagon. We can gag him if we need to.
He's
Oh.
already tied to the back of the wagon.
He shakes his leg manacles. He's like, oh, it'll be so slow going, but I understand. You want to show me off to all my adoring fans here in the city. You're escorting me
I
out.
would much rather keep him in the back.
And then
of the
he'll
wagon.
kick the wagon into gear. Smack the reins on the horses. I don't give a shit if he gets drugged behind the wagon for a little while. It'll straighten his ass out.
No, he's actually keeping up a bit.
Good.
He's having to work at it, but he's managing to keep up, believe it or not. And you guys start making your way out of the city, and the 2 city guards are just watching and shaking their head. And one of them's like, good riddance, thank God. And let's see. Oh, okay. You guys go about a mile. You're making your way through the city. You're not out of it yet. Let's see. What's everybody's passive perception rolls?
11.
14.
Wait, no. Sorry. Yeah, 15.
Passive perception or roll?
Perception. If you want to roll, you can.
My passive is 21.
Oh, okay. Well, with your passive perception, you'll notice after of 21, nobody else notices. But you notice that Bo has climbed up onto the back of the wagon, is just sitting there with his legs hanging over the back.
I'm going to go ahead and kick his butt because, hey, I was all with you riding, but I didn't get the okay off.
Okay, he falls off the back, and he's drugged for a few feet, but then he manages to jump back up to his... You can tell this guy is really nimble of foot. He doesn't look extremely strong, but he looks quite agile. So he's drugged a little bit, and then manages to jump back on his feet, and even with shackled feet, he manages to keep up. He's like, you guys really know how to wound a fella. What have I done to you? I've not done anything wrong to you.
Yeah.
Yet. You don't even know why I was arrested. I mean, come on.
Why were you arrested?
As he continues talking, Chagatai is going to encourage the horses to hurry up.
But he's sitting in the back, so that really doesn't make a difference. The character.
No, he's walking behind the wagon again. You just kicked him off.
And then he hopped back on.
No, he hasn't hopped back on yet. He's trying to keep up.
Okay.
With the horses keep speeding up, he actually does fall down and get drugged or dragged. Yeah, and he's having a hard time getting back up. He's like, ow, 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 this hurts. This is inhuman treatment. Geneva Convention.
So
Where
he's
is
gonna
this Geneva?
Chagatai is gonna let it go for like 10, 15 feet so that he knows that he's being drugged, and then he's gonna slow the horses back down a little bit below where they were so that he can get back up.
He has a hard time of it because he's been scraped up and even got a little blood in his chin, but he does eventually manage to stand back up and keep up with the wagon. And he says it's like he's trying to mutter it under his breath, but he says it loud enough for everybody to hear. He's like, this is what I get for trying to do some good in the world.
Ain't that the truth?
What did Cool do or say?
What did you try to do?
Well, me and my boys, we heard a Dwarven princess had been kidnapped, and we were going to go save her. So we heard she was at this farmhouse, and we went there in the middle of the night, and we're human, so we can't see real well. And I'm feeling around in the dark, and I feel horns, and I'm thinking, oh, horns, like dwarves have in their helmets and stuff. So it's like, this has got to be, the Dwarven princess. So it's like, I've rescued her, and I took off with her. And then when I could see it wasn't a Dwarven princess or even a dwarf, it turned out to be a cow, So they accused me of cow stealing.
That's a bad story.
He's like, but it's the truth.
Chagatai is actually going to laugh at that. He's actually going to laugh.
He was like, it was dark and we couldn't see. And it's like, so somewhere back at this farm, there's still a Dwarven princess who's being held against her will. I mean, I could give you guys directions there, and you could go there and save her, and then we'd all be heroes.
I don't like princesses.
I don't like dwarves.
I think this guy ate some funky mushrooms.
You got any?
I don't like heroes.
That answers my question.
Do you guys like anything? Do you even like puppies or ice cream or, I don't know,
I like-
rainbows?
I like we just shut the hell up.
I like ice cream.
I'm going to take one more sip of my bottle. I love this whiskey.
For a drink of whiskey, I'll shut up for a half hour.
No, keep talking.
I'll give them some wine.
Well, his hands are kind of tied to the back of the cart and shackled, so you'll have to hold it for him.
Yeah.
He'll take a drink of wine, and he shuts up.
After he's been quiet for a couple minutes, solid, Chagatai will stop the wagon and then go kind of motion for him to get in.
Okay. He hops on back. His hands are still shackled and tied to the end of the wagon unless you untie them. But he manages to pull himself and sit in the back. And he just smiles.
I'll
And
go
then
ahead
we'll
and give
get
him
going
a roll.
again.
Okay, what do you do?
I gave him one of the 3 rolls that I took from the mess hall.
He nods, but doesn't say anything, and he'll take it and sit there and eat it. And he gives you a thumbs up. So, despite being a nice day, there's not a lot of traffic out today. So you guys make pretty good time getting out of the city.
I'm going to go ahead and I'd like to crawl up to the front and be sitting with the horses
Okay,
to check a tie.
you guys get out of the city. Let's see.
I'll keep with our friend.
So you get out of the city, and yeah, you've got a few days right ahead of you. Let's see.
Are we going through like a farm area? Is this going to be like a woodsy situation? What's the
It's
like
farm.
around?
It's farm area immediately around the city for several miles, and then you'll come into woods and some hills eventually. And there is a road here. It's not necessarily the greatest road in the world, but it's a decent road. I mean, it's an imperial road for a while anyway, until you get to the border. So they've kept it in fairly good shape. And there are some people traveling along the road, but not that many today. There are other wagons and carts and horsemen, even some dwarves, because you're not that far from the border with the Dwarven Kingdom. So you do see dwarves coming in, mostly merchant types and craftsmen and things like that. Some farmers doing business. And once you're about a half hour outside of the city, Bo is going to be like, "Oh, okay, I've been quiet that long. Thanks for the drink and thanks for the biscuit. Whew, that was hard." That's what she said.
I didn't say that.
It was a joke.
Chagatai's going to turn and look at him and say, "Are you ready to walk again?"
No,
I want to know. I want to know what the joke is.
No, I'm fine writing in the back here. That's good. I won't talk anymore.
No, I want to know what a joke is.
He starts whistling and humming.
While we're on the road, can I keep my eye out for any just like small game so I can have roasted meat fit in there?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or if you want to, you can give me a survival roll.
No, I'll go with perception.
Okay.
Oh, come on. And we got it. That is going to be a 19. Oh, pardon me for 1 second, guys.
Okay. With a 19, he'll find something.
And shoot it.
Throw a rock at it.
So, can you tell me what a joke is?
Who are you saying this to?
The guy in the back.
Oh, he's humming, but he's not saying anything. He points to his lips and shrugs.
I'll be like, give me 1 minute, and I'll just go over to the Chagatai, and I'm like, so you gonna tell me what a joke is?
A joke is a humorous phrase or story that makes
Okay.
you laugh.
Oh, do you know any
For
jokes?
instance, two orcs walk into a bar. The third one ducks. The third one ducks. Because, it ducks under. This doesn't, because it walk into the bar.
That wasn't a very funny
Not good at
joke.
telling jokes.
Oh, I get the joke.
Bo doesn't make any laughing sounds, but he kind of grabs his stomach.
So,
You thought it was
you
funny.
know any more?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna get the
Most
prisoner
of
to
the
tell me
jokes I know are in Orcish, and they don't translate well.
Okay, I'm gonna get the prisoner to tell me jokes.
All right, let's see what the guys got.
Okay, so I'll go sit back beside him, and I'll say, "Okay, you can talk now."
He looks at Chagatai, but he doesn't say anything.
He'll nod. He'll nod.
Okay.
Now we're making tie-tail jokes.
Thanks. Now I'm allowed to talk again. You guys are going through. You guys are going through farmland. You're heading towards forest.
Is that the joke?
So I need to tell a joke. What do you call an orc's wolf pup with particularly short legs?
I don't know.
A wargie.
Nice.
Where do orcs go to school?
Where?
Orc High.
I don't get it.
I hold up. I'll give that. Hold up like 4 fingers.
Yeah. Four fingers out of 100.
No, 4 out of 10. It
Oh,
almost
okay.
got a struggle. It was on the cusp. Oh, by the way, so for that, once we get out of the farm area and away from people's property that I'd be shooting at, what was my perception on findings for the evening?
You got a 19. Yeah, you definitely find here and there you'll spot rabbits and some birds.
Any turkey-like creature?
Actually, yeah, you do see some wild turkeys.
I'm gonna go for one of those. I feel like having some turkey for dinner. I'm gonna try to shoot that.
Okay, give me a roll to hit with I guess a bow.
I do have. I got my light crossbow. And that was almost a nat 20, then I rolled over a 2. I got a 6 on that.
Yeah, you're gonna miss him.
Phooey. Can I wait for another one?
Yeah, you can. You've got range. You can even shoot another arrow at that one if you want to.
All right, give it another go. Okay, that's a wee bit better. That's going to be an 18.
That will definitely hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Can I be aiming? I'm sorry, I should have said this before. Can I aim for his head specifically? An 18 enough to get a headshot, or just a?
No, you hit him, but not necessarily a headshot.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so that's going to be 7 damage.
Oh, that's still enough. He's
Okay,
down.
okay. Got you. Wasn't trying to explode the turkey.
In the back, your prisoner's like, you guys know why orcs are the best musicians, don't you?
Tell me why.
Because they have orchestras.
They have orchestras.
I don't get it.
A play on words.
What's an orchestra?
It's a group of musicians.
A bunch of guys in fancy suits blowing on
What?
tubes.
Okay, here's a non-orc joke. Why do paladins wear chainmail?
Oh, hold on. A what?
It's like a group of musicians.
Oh no, I thought it was. Oh, that's what orchestra is. That's what we call a group of torturers that are. Oh, I misunderstood. Well, that's not funny at all. That's stupid.
Oh. Why do paladins wear chainmail? Because it's holy armor.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, I get it now. That's funny.
That's not really funny.
Well, I can shut up.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, I'll kind of just wait until we. I'd like to also be on the lookout, not for right now, but later on, just kind of like the primo camping spot for when we got to stay the night.
okay, you guys make it out of farmland into woods, and it's not quite night yet, but it is starting to get later in the day. You do see some obvious spots on the side of the roads that are campsites for travelers. You're not quite far enough out of the city to like run across a tavern or a hotel or anything like that. And considering you're kind of going to the hills and then towards mountain territory, there's probably not to be a lot of human stuff this direction. But night or darkness eventually comes along, and it's probably time to set up camp. And in the back, Bo holds up his shackles, and he's like, at night, the guards take these off so I can sleep comfortably.
Good for them. You're not taking them off.
That's gonna be a solid pass, my guy.
He's like, look, I've got to go. I got to do number 2. You guys need to let me go into the bushes or something.
Oh, I'll help you
Your
out.
toll is not shackled. Shut up.
Need some help? Oh,
Yeah, I need a lot of help. I can't walk. I can't use my hands. I mean, come on, man. I got a
Pretty
turtle
sure
head.
you were walking earlier.
I got
Alright.
I got a turtle head popping out down here. I need to go into the bushes.
All right. Is he still sitting on the edge of the thing?
Yeah.
All right. I'll kick him off. And then I'm going to stand behind him. I'm going to grab the chain that's between his legs and lift him up. And I'm going to fucking wheelbarrow him to a spot. Pick your spot.
There, that bush over there. Behind the bush.
I will take out my manacles and I will manacle him to the tree. All right, go for it.
It's like, a little privacy, please.
I don't care. Go for it. I can squeeze it out of you.
Do you at least have like some old scroll work or something I can use? Or I mean,
No, I got my boot.
You're behind the bush. Use a leaf. I'm pretty sure that's not poison ivy.
I could always burn it off of you.
he's like, okay. I'll use leaves. There's not even any moss around here anywhere.
Nope.
So let's see here. Yeah, he goes. It's not too messy. He manages to clean himself up as best he can. Pull his pants up and tie them. Say, I don't guess you guys have any water I could wash my hands up with.
You should have bring some.
They told me I couldn't bring anything.
Corporal, I'd recommend not handing him the wine anymore.
That's okay. It's empty. He drank it all already.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'll hook my manacles. And... Can you walk, or do I need to wheelbarrow you again?
He can walk, just not real well. They're not perfectly anyway. He's like, so which one of you guys is going to make my bed up for the night?
I'll do it.
You said you get a bed. What the fuck is a bed?
You ready to sleep?
I'm going to regret this, but yes, I'm ready to sleep.
All right. I will.
Out of character,
I'm
please
basically
tell me you're going to knock him out.
No, I'm going to use my manacles, and basically he's going to hang by his arms. I'm going to find a tree that has at least where he can hang by his arms, but actually sit on a fucking like branch. And then I'll use one of the set of manacles to fucking tie him to the tree.
Oh, come on, man. I can't sleep like this.
He says, I slept in worse places. They're figured out.
Figured out.
I'm not going to get any rest this way. Okay. Well, at least one of you guys could tell me a bedtime story.
There once was a night.
Yeah?
That qualifies. All right. Once upon a time was a night. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and start a fire and start I'm going to cook up and dress my turkey.
Okay. I don't guess you guys would give me any food.
Nope. I actually cast Good Berry and I'll stuff one in his mouth. You're good to go, bud.
Oh, thanks. So generous.
Mm-hmm.
I want one.
Shit, so do I.
Huh? You want one?
Give me berry.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you a berry.
Thank
Give me a
you.
berry too.
Those things are fucking delicious.
When I was in jail, I saw a dwarf escaping. He was scaling down a prison wall. I thought to myself, that's a little condescending.
Very nice. That's
You want
funny.
to try it the same way he did?
Who?
You.
Try what?
Scaling down a wall. Except you'll scale down the tree.
No, I don't want to scale down anything. What do you get from a dwarf cow? Condensed milk.
I was going to say half and half, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's one. When is it acceptable to hit a dwarf? When he dances with your wife
he's
and says
down?
when he dances with your wife and says her hair smells nice. Oh, come on. That was funny.
Ah, it took me a minute.
Her hair smells
Over my head. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw him
Yeah.
a little bit of raw turkey.
Oh, great. Raw turkey. Like I'm uncivilized or something. Don't you
And then
you guys-
I'm gonna go ahead and continue roasting my turkey.
That smells good. I take it you guys are going to set up
I'm
watches.
gonna do like a little yeah.
Let's see. So who's taking what watch?
Cool plans on
Last.
staying up all night.
Oh, Cool's going to stay up all night?
Yep, she's gonna sleep in the wagon when they get moving again.
Okay.
I'll watch whatever one nobody wants to take. I'll take.
Well, Cool's staying up all night, so that's up to you guys if you want to do watches or not.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and
Not sleep.
after a good hearty meal, I'm gonna sleep.
I can sleep when we're on the wagon.
Okay. Do you want another good berry?
Sure.
Dragon
Okay,
Tie
then
normally wakes up early anyway. So
Okay.
I'll still get up for my watch.
What time are you doing watch? Just early?
Probably the last 3 hours.
Okay. So roughly like 4 to 7-ish or something like that.
Yeah.
So, cool. What are you doing all night while your companions are sleeping? And Bo is dozing a little bit here and there, but he's not having an easy time of it.
She's going to throw some throw a ration and a water skin on his lap.
His hands are tied to a tree above his head.
Well,
So-
she's going to stuff it in a shirt when everyone else is asleep.
Oh, okay. He's actually asleep when you do that and doesn't seem to wake up or notice.
Okay, then she's going to basically sneak around camp the whole night, making sure nobody shows up.
Well, one, give me a stealth roll.
Ninja.
25.
Oh, that's pretty damn good.
Hell yeah.
And now give me a perception roll.
That'll be 15.
Okay. Everybody seems to be asleep, except you. And you're skulking around in the middle of the night quite well. And let's see. It's about 3:00 in the morning, so it's literally the middle of the night. And you suddenly hear some chain rattling over in Bo's area.
Okay, I will get closer.
You see Bo sitting there, and he's kind of like coming awake, and there is someone else squatting next to him who appears to be trying to take his shackles off. And Bo is just waking up, like, oh, what's going on? It's a human. You can tell that much.
I'm gonna stand 10 feet away from him, and I'm just gonna shout basically right at the guy, like, "Everybody wake up!"
That is not sleeping super heavy, so
Okay, everybody is going to wake up, but as soon as you yell that, you've basically lost yourself. And from the bushes and tree lines around the camp, you hear a whole bunch of people go, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh crap! Oh no!"
I was gonna go ahead and knock a bolt
there's basically going to be a surprise action because there were some people ready with some stuff. And 4 arrows come flying in from the tree line. What is Cool's armor class?
16 right now.
Actually, only one of them hits you. The other 3 are coming for you but miss. You take 7 points of piercing damage from one of the arrows, but the other 3 miss you. And now we can basically go into rounds. Let's see.
Roll initiative, motherfuckers.
The bad guys did not do real well.
Boom.
That'll be a total of 16.
Cool, got a 6.
I will have an 8.
All right. I got a 15.
Oh, I almost wrote down Granville.
I miss him too, buddy.
It's not every day you get to work with a level 14 cleric.
That's true. Let's see. Who else do we have?
I feel like that was one of the most unique parties we've ever had.
Chagatai got
I liked it.
14.
We had a
Okay.
charisma-based rogue, our level 14 cleric of Unity, and then barbarian fighter monk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's basically the top of the round, and Cool, you get to go first. You just got hit by an arrow from the trees.
Ow. Well,
And the guy on the ground in front of you, his action, well, he didn't really have a surprise action. He was working on shackles.
well, I'm going to use 2 points of Sorcerer's Fortitude. So I'm going to gain some temporary hit points. 3 and 3. So I gain 6 temporary hit points as my main action. And I don't have anything as a bonus action, so I will stand beside him and I'll actually pull out 2 daggers.
Okay. Denzel, it's your turn now.
All right. Let's see. How many people are there? Bad guys, I mean.
It's you. Well, you're on the ground because you just woke up. You're
Mhm.
only going to see one kneeling next to Bo. You probably knew some arrows came in from the trees and stuff, but you can't see how many are out there. You're human and it's dark. It's the middle of the night.
Okay.
But you know at least 4 arrows came from the trees.
All right.
And one of them hit me.
Did I see the arrows come in?
Kinda. They came from different directions though.
All right. What about the one that hit her?
It came from the other side of her, from the trees.
All right. Is that like out of my line of sight?
You definitely can't see back in there because it's so dark.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick one of the areas that an arrow came from and try to attack it, I guess, with a disadvantage.
What are you attacking it with?
Longbow.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, you'll have disadvantage. Roll to it. Let's see, what's their AC? Okay.
It'd be a 13.
That actually hits.
All right.
You hear, ow!
That's going to be 10 damage.
You hear, ow! Thud.
And I'm going to get up and move towards the noise of the voice.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm going to cast, let's see, Hunter's Mark on the person that's kneeling next to, actually, I'm going to cause, doesn't that track shit too?
Yeah. I think it gives you advantage on tracking them.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it on our prisoner.
Oh, okay. It's now Chagatai's turn.
Chagatai is going to cast Fairy Fire centered on our prisoner.
Okay.
So it's going to be a Dex save DC 13. And I think the restrained one has disadvantage.
He doesn't make it anyway.
Well, that's fantastic news.
So he's glowing now.
I failed my save.
And so did the other guy who's kneeling. So everybody there's glowing.
Thanks.
Anything else Chagatai wants to do? I'm taking it he'll stand up at least.
Yeah, he'll stand up, pull his shield out, and I've got 15 feet of movement, so I'm going to start moving towards the prisoner.
Okay. It's Paya's turn.
Wow, they must have rolled terribly.
They did. They rolled really badly.
Okay, well, so did I, and here I am. Okie dokie. So now that everybody's all lit up and glowy, do I have a better line of sight?
Not on the people out in the forest. You don't. Just the prisoner, the guy kneeling next to him, and Cool are glowy.
Since someone is... He doesn't... Okay. So Bo doesn't count as any sort of ally, so I can't get sneak attack on the guy that's trying to help him, can I?
But you have
I'm right
advantage
beside him.
because the other
And you have
guy
advantage.
is Fairy Fire.
Yeah, you've got advantage because of fairy fire anyway.
Then, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and sneak attack, hit him with the crossbow.
Okay.
So that is going to be a whopping 9.
Even with advantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Oh, okay. Yes, that is much better. 17.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits him.
Okie dokie. Then that is going to be... going to be a 7 plus... Ouch. 7 plus 1. So that's going to be 8 damage.
Okay, you hit him, and he cries out in pain, but he's still there. Anything else you're doing? I'm taking it you're getting to your feet also.
Can I bonus action, light a torch, and throw it in the range of the sound
No,
that they were all coming from?
That would pretty much be a full action after you've attacked. You can get a torch out and get it ready.
You know what? I'm already glowing. I'm glowing, right?
No, you're not.
Okay, so I'm not glowing? Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'll take my movement to the nearest tree, and if I can't hide, I'll take some cover. Can I hide?
You a rogue?
Yeah, he's
You're-
a rogue.
Yeah, you should be able to bonus action hide. So give me a stealth roll.
Okie dokie. And... ouchie. That's going to be an 8.
Okay, that's not real good hiding, but you tried.
Okay. Well, I can at least get cover, yeah?
Yeah, you can get some cover next to some
Okay.
trees. It is now the bad guy's turn, and the guy kneeling is trying to use some kind of tools to pick the shackles on Bo's feet, but he's not having any luck. And he's working at it, and he's looking up Bo. He's like, "You're going to owe me for this, big time. I took an arrow," and he's still working. Let's see. 4 more arrows are going to come in.
I'm
One's
scared.
2 are sail over Cool's head. Let's see another one.
They have advantage, just a reminder.
I know. They still missed. They rolled really badly. One of them tried to shoot in Paya's general area, but missed. It really helped that he's got some cover. And another one's going. Damn, these guys are getting crappy rolls. Another one shoots at Denzal, but he misses. So those are the 4 arrows. Then 3 guys are going to come. These are humans. They come running in out of the woods. They're in leather armor. They're wielding kind of shortish, curved swords. And all 3 of them actually are going to run over to Cool because she's the one closest to their boss. And all 3 of them, or they're closest to Bo anyway, and the guy kneeling. And all 3 of them are going to try to slash. Does a 15 hit?
No, that will miss.
Okay, 2 15s will miss, but a nat 20 is going to hit.
Oh my fuck!
You take 11 more points of slashing damage.
Oh,
Are you
You are
down?
the luckiest guy with net 20s, buddy.
you started it. No, I'm not.
Okay. Oh yeah,
I
you
took
had your
5 real damage.
yeah. That's right. You had your.
I'm not looking good though. I'm definitely bloodied now.
And Bo, for his part, is just sitting there, and he's glaring at the guy who's working at his feet. He's just like, "You're an idiot. You guys are a bunch of idiots. You know that." And now it's top of a round, and it's Cool's turn again. You've basically got 3 swordsmen around you.
All right, I'm going to attack the lockpicker.
Okay. You will actually have advantage. Well, he's glowing for one thing, but he's
Yeah.
also kneeling and kind of ignoring you.
So that'll be a 24 to hit for the first one
That definitely hits.
for 6 points of piercing damage.
Ow! What are you attacking him with, by the way?
A dagger.
Oh, okay. That's good damage for a dagger. But yeah, you hit him and he's hurt.
And
She's a
bonus action, I'll stab with the other dagger for
Okay.
a total of 23.
Yeah, that hits too.
This will only deal 3 points of damage.
That is enough, though. He's like, ugh! And he rolls over. And Bo's just like, I knew you guys were idiots.
And I'm
Okay.
going to turn to the 3 other guys, and I'm going to say, now the fun part. And I'm going to lick the blood off the dagger.
Oh, okay.
Well, someone wants the hepatitis.
He had COVID, by the way. Just saying.
Are dragons immune to COVID?
He
Oh,
had
no.
COVID. He licked the blood off the
You're not.
dagger,
You're technically not a
and the
dragon
guy
at this
who he
point.
killed had COVID.
Oh, no.
You're biologically a human.
She's 7. She's fine. She's 7.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's a kid. Denzal, it's now your turn.
All right. How far am I from where Cool is?
Probably not far. 15 feet, 20 feet.
Okay.
Something like that.
Are the guys that are their backs to me?
Actually, they are.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna run up right behind them, drop my bow, and pull out my 2 short swords. Can I do that?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna stab each one of them in the back, or stab one of them in the back.
Okay, you stabbing one of them. Roll to hit.
All right. I don't have advantage by chance, do I?
No.
Let me see.
You can say. You typically
Yeah, you'll have advantage.
take the spatula and spit this out
Sweet.
without giving too much juice.
I
All
give
right.
him,
So the first one's an 18.
that hits.
He takes 8 points of damage. the next one is going to be a 17. And he'll take 9 points of damage.
On a different guy?
Yeah.
Okay. They're both
Well,
hurt, but they're
okay.
still standing.
Thank you.
Okay. They're both hurt as you stab them from behind, but they're...
Let's see. I don't think I really could do anything with a bonus action. I'm going to actually... Bonus action, I'll move my Hunter's Mark to the first guys. Oh, okay.
You put it on Bo, and Bo's still up.
Oh, shit. Okay. My
Yeah.
bad. All right. I'm done then.
Chagatai, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the fairy fire since I don't want Cool to get smacked anymore.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast sleep on the three guys. I'm going to arrange the circle for the sleep so that the three swordsmen are in the vicinity of it.
Okay. Roll your dice.
5d8s. And 14, 17, 25 hit points worth of health.
Okay. All three of those guys are asleep. All three of those guys, the three in front of Cool, they all fall down unconscious.
Badass.
Bo is still sitting there, though. He's looking up. That was handy.
And then I'm going to go over to Cool, and I'm going to stand over her with stand in front of her, facing towards where the archers are at, kind of blocking, being as much of a meat shield as I can for her.
Okay. And it's now Paya's turn, who's sort of next to some trees or in some trees.
Alrighty. How many guys are visible in the light?
None at this point. Well, there's three unconscious ones, and your prisoner, and a dead body. You have seen multiple arrows come in from different directions, so you could take a shot at one. You'd have disadvantage, but...
You know what? Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay, roll to hit with disadvantage. They don't have real great armor classes anyway.
Let's see what I get. Okay, that's a 21 and a 13.
You still hit, even with a 13, so roll for damage.
Since they're knocked out, do I get sneak attack since they're around the guys?
You do not get sneak attack. They're off in the darkness, and you actually had disadvantage to hit, so no, you won't get sneak attack.
And that is going to be 10 damage.
Ow! Somebody yells out. And that's really loud.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, whatever it is.
I was cooking dinner. It's the vent over my stove.
Oh, okay. There are... Okay. Anything else Paya wants to do? A bonus action?
No, I'll go ahead. I don't believe I can shoot another arrow yet, so I'll go ahead and... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get back behind the tree and sort of pay attention to where any other shots or anything are coming from.
Okay. It is now the bad guy's turn. Let's see. There are going to be 4 more arrows come in. Let's see. Who are they going to shoot at this time? Because, well, 2 of them are going to shoot at Paya since he just hit one of the companions.
That's a disadvantage because I am behind the tree. Yes?
Yeah. You've got some cover. See, that's a miss. And that'll be a miss. And then 2 are actually... Was Chagatai who stepped up in front of Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
there's going to be two arrows shooted at him. Good Lord, their roll sucked. Both of those arrows miss. But then 4 more guys, one of them with an arrow in him and he's limping. 4 more guys are going to rush in with swords. 3 of them are going to run up to Chagatai with their swords and try to hit. I rolled 2 nat 1s.
Nice.
Okay, and a 7. So those 3 miss. Now here's where it's going to really suck. I'll probably roll another nat 20. One of them is going to try to hit Cool. I don't think a 13 hits Cool, though.
No.
Okay, so it misses. Now their turn is done, but Bo still gets to go. Bo bends down. Oh. And quite deftly, actually, he takes the dead guy that's next to him. Bo bends down and takes the tools out of the dead guy's hands. And then Bo quite speedily using those tools, takes the shackles off his feet.
But it's still got
Seeing this,
down.
I can't take an action to try to shoot a bolt at him and stumble him up.
I'm sorry, I've got to retro that one. He did not do that because Chapo had tied his hands above his head.
Yeah.
He's hanging from
Yeah, he's
So-
also kind of in a tree. He's sitting
kinda
on a
hanging,
branch.
yeah. So he cannot actually do that because I did not say that the guy had taken his hands down. So he can't do that. But what he's going to try to do is use his feet to move the tools out of the dead guy's hands, and he actually does manage to do that. But the tools are still on the ground in front of him, but it's not like he can easily get to them. But he's going to start trying to kick off his shoes. Hey, he's desperate, man.
This is a bad idea for him.
Hey,
You're good.
I
No,
do
you're
have a
good.
dagger.
I
Can I
just- I
take
just know
a
what I'm gonna do.
reaction to throw a dagger at his feet?
no,
No.
but it'll be top of a round. It's Cool's turn again.
Alrighty then. This is good. This is where I don't want to be.
You're in charge now. Sort of, kind of. Not really, but
Not really. She's going to cast frost missiles, and she's going to target the. Actually, she's going to actually pick. Just single out one of the bandits attacking Chagatai,
okay.
and he's going to take 3, 6, 9, 12 points of cold damage.
Okay. This is basically just magic missile, right?
Magic.
Okay. All 3 ice missiles hit him, and he squeaks and drops to the ground. And lays there quivering, shivering.
And I'm going to, since I'm close to Bo, I'm going to go up to him, but not leaving melee range of the guy that attacked me,
Yeah.
and just acknowledge, let him know, I see what you're doing. And I'm going to just watch him.
He just smiles up at you. What choice do I got? Okay, it's now Denzal's turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Bane on the last 3 guys that are right in front of the group right there.
Okay.
And then I will move. If I can move over into, I guess, placing myself between them and Cool.
Yeah, you can kind of do that.
And then that'll be my turn.
And now it's Chagatai's turn.
All right. 3 guys left. Can I fairy fire the 3 guys that are sleeping? How many people can I catch fairy fire in? It's a 20-foot cube.
There are 3 guys that you see, but you're Three guys standing, enemies standing. Yeah, you can get the three of them because your friends are kind of all on one side of them. You can get the three guys that are standing without hitting your friends.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. You know what? No, because no. Cool is hurting, and everybody else is not looking great. So I'm going to. Chagatai is going to pull out his holy symbol. He's going to say a prayer. Say a prayer to Saloon in Orcish, and a deeper darkness will emanate from him. I'm doing the Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary. So everybody in our group that's within 30 feet of me gets 8 temporary hit points and can recover from fear or charm effect for every turn for a minute. But it's just a little bit darker in here. Yeah. So Channel Divinity. And I don't necessarily want to do a healing word right now because I kind of healed Cool already. So I will continue trying to defend Cool as best I can. And that's my turn.
Okay. It would now be Paya's turn.
Alrighty. So, sorry, I got the hiccups, everybody.
That's all right.
So, how many of the guys?
You see 3 guys up with swords out, but you do know there were more out. There was food. There were arrows coming from the woods, so there's at least a few more guys out there, but you can't see them.
How far away are they from me? Are they less than 30 feet?
Oh, they're like 15, 20 feet from you.
Okay, I am going to drop my crossbow, and I have 2 scimitars. Can I pull this out?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to use my movement to go up to them, and I have 2 weapon fighting, so I'm going to take a slash at each of them.
Okay, there's 3 of them.
Oh, I'm going to take a slash at 2 of them.
Okay. Roll your first attack.
First one will be a 11.
That will just miss. Oh, no, no, that will miss.
Okay, and then that's a little better. A 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okie dokie. That will be 4 points of slashing damage. That guy.
Okay. He is hurt. Wait a second. I think you get sneak attack.
Oh, do I? Do. Ooh.
Yeah, you would be within 5 feet of your companions.
Okie
yeah,
dokie.
I'll give you a sneak attack.
Why, thank you, O gracious DM. That gets it up to 7 points of damage.
Okay. Patty melts are good. He's still up, but he looks in really bad shape. Okay. It's now their turn.
You have Bane. But I didn't say they do have to make charisma saves.
Yeah.
For it to actually work on them. So it's a charisma 12 save.
No, and no. I didn't roll anything higher than a 7.
Okay. Right,
so
well, they're affected.
They're all 3 affected. I know some of you have passive perceptions of 15 and higher, and somebody's got a 21. Well, anybody with a passive perception of 12 or higher will suddenly know that, remember how there were more arrows coming in? It's the bad guy's turn, and there are not arrows coming in. And still, you hear somebody say, "Screw this, let's get out of here." And you hear a bunch of people running away back in the woods. And at that, the three guys that are fighting you all are basically all withdrawing and retreating. That's pretty much their actions. And they're moving away. You can still see them, but they have moved away like, yeah, we're getting out of here. And it would be Bo's turn now.
Do I get an attack of opportunity on any of them?
No, because they're withdrawing. That's their main action, basically. Or they're
Disengage.
retreating.
Okay. Got you.
Bo was trying to kick his shoes off and wasn't having much luck. And he just kind of sighs and stops and shakes his head. Idiots. And it would now be Cool's turn again.
She realizes the prey is not ready to continue the hunt anymore. So she's going to look at the three sleeping bodies, though. And she's going to take her two daggers and plunge them into one of them.
Okay, you're going to kill him. I'm not going to make you roll. He's dead. He had 3 hit points left. He's dead.
Come back to looking at Bo. Now be her turn.
Okay. Well, it will now be Denzal's turn. He just watched Cool brutally murder somebody, a helpless person at her feet. But it's now Denzal's turn.
There's 2 more, right?
There's 3 standing, but they have backed away. They're about 30 feet away. You can barely see them. The campfire light is just barely showing them, but you can see them. There's still 2 guys asleep at your feet too, but.
Do they dash or do they just move 30 feet? Those guys?
They just moved 30 feet. They basically were retreating. So they only moved 30 feet.
Okay, are they right next to each other?
Pretty much. They're sort of in a semi-line.
All right. I will move to them and attack them.
Okay.
Do they have fairy fire?
No.
No? Okay. All right, so attack one of them. That's going to be 13.
That will hit.
Be 9 damage.
He is dead.
And I'll attack the other one. That's going to be 17.
That hits.
And he takes 5 damage.
He is still up. Okay.
And that's about it.
It's now Chagotay's turn.
Chagatai is going to kick one of the ones that are sleeping. To wake him up. Yeah.
Okay. He wakes up. He wakes up and looks up and
run away. Run away. Tell your friends not to bother us again, or I'll kill you all.
First, take off your pants.
Okay, he's awake and he heard you, but it's not his turn yet, so he has not acted. Anything else Chagatai wants to do?
Not right now. That's it.
Okay, it is now Paya's turn.
I'm going to stab my scimitar into just the leg of his pants, like trying to miss his leg. Like
The sleeping guy?
Yeah. No, the one that was just woken up.
Okay.
Like, I'm not aiming to hit him. I'm trying to get just his pants.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay. You basically have pinned his pants.
Sweet. Hence.
Anything else you want to do?
Everybody else has pretty much gone away, yeah?
Yeah, Denzal's over there fighting too, but even they were trying to leave until he ran up and attacked them.
No, I just want
There's
everything
one
that's in this
sleeping.
guy's pockets, and I want him to run off without pants.
Yeah, there's still one sleeping. Okay, it's now the bad guy's turn. The two guys that tried to leave but weren't allowed to are now panicking, and they're going to both try to slash at Denzal.
They have Bane.
One definitely misses. The other one still gets a 17, even with Bane. Does that hit?
Yeah, that's still gonna hit.
Okay. Ooh, for a whole... It's a scimitar, so it's a whole 4 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
The guy on the ground who just got woken up and his pants got pinned, he basically squirrels out of his pants and is going to jump to his feet and take off running, which he can only move 15 feet. But anybody who wants an attack of opportunity, well, let's see. Paya or Shagatai are right there with him, so if they want attacks of opportunity on this guy, they've got it.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
Try to slash him with my scimitar.
He's got no pants on. You're going to kill him when it's no pants. Okay, roll to hit.
That is going to be... okay. That's going to be a 12 for the pantsless fellow.
That will hit, just barely, and he has 1 hit point, so you've killed the pantsless fellow.
That is fantastic. I have his pants and his soul.
And there's only one guy left asleep.
Can I bonus action nudge him with my foot?
It's not really your turn, but you can do that if you're just...
Oh, okay.
It takes an action to
sleeping.
wake somebody up.
Oh,
from
the
sleep.
sleeping guy? Oh, no, not the sleeping guy.
Okay.
It would be Bo's turn, but he's not doing anything but just staring at... Cool. He's like, see, I told you it was going to be a party. It's top of a round again. It's Cool's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna kill the last sleeping guy.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna kill the last sleeping guy.
Okay. You can kill him.
Still water.
So he's dead. There's no more sleeping guys. Anything else? Bonus action?
Nope.
Denzal, it's your turn. You got 2 guys in front of you.
All right.
And they're like, we wanted to leave.
Yeah,
it was his idea. I didn't even want to be here.
True, but
I thought we were just going camping.
doesn't mean you're not going to come back. So
No, we wouldn't. Never.
Right. The first guy gets a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to take 8 damage.
He drops.
Next guy is going to take a 20.
That hits, and he's dead because he has 1 hit point left.
All right. And that's going to be it. And then I'll walk back to Bo. And I'm going to punch him in the stomach.
You can do that. You don't have to roll for it. He's like, "What? Why are you hitting me?"
I said, because they're here to get you, and you could have just told them to leave it. But you're not. I know what's going to happen. They're going to come back eventually. So
he looks around. He's like, I think you got just about everybody. Not everybody, but just about everybody.
I punch him again. I said, that's for Cool.
I didn't do anything to Cool. I like Cool.
I punch him again and said, that's for me. And then I shackle his feet back together.
Okay. So it's the middle of the night. You guys want to do anything?
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna lay all the bodies up against trees nearby where they tried this, and I'm gonna use frost spray to freeze them all.
Right.
Okay.
I am going to search my newly acquired pants.
Okay.
And also the pants of the other dead guy.
You will find a total of 12 gold, 12 copper pieces, and 6 silver pieces.
Mm.
And they each have a scimitar and a dagger and leather armor.
I'll gather them up, put them in the wagon.
I'm going to take the money and I'll just let everybody else know of just the armor. I'll get everybody a gold. Like, I found this on them. So,
Cool.
you three each get 1 gold.
Insight.
I'm gonna.
Into who? Oh,
Need guidance.
yeah, I guess you can roll for insight.
I got it.
Okay.
It's a 19 total.
Paya, you want to roll deception?
I said, this is what I found. I didn't say how much I found. This is what I found.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll split it up evenly.
You're a liar.
Okay, so you each get 3 gold, 3 copper. I'm just going to try once more to hang on to the silver.
Give me a deception roll.
Okay.
In theory, you should have a decent deception, but not necessarily.
Yeah, that's only going to amount to a 15.
Okay. Chagatai knows he's holding out, but not a lot. You guys are
You want me to
scoundrels.
pull it off your corpse?
What?
The money.
Bo's like, where's my cut?
I got one for you. You want
He's
it?
like,
I'll
No.
I'll just lift up my scimitar and be like, I give it to you.
Sure.
he's like, look, if I weren't here, you guys wouldn't be here, and if you guys weren't going to be here, those guys wouldn't be here. So see, it kind of, I'm the one who got you this money.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna punch him in his stomach again.
Ow! Stop doing that.
So I have other methods. I used to hunt people like you. I know your shit.
Cool is gonna go back to skulking around.
Okay. There's nobody else in the woods. They ran off.
Are you down hit points?
I'm down a hell of a lot of hit points.
All right. I don't have. I give you the rest of the good berries, which is about 5. It'll give you some back.
Do I have any turkey left?
Yeah, you've got turkey.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
gonna.
I go ahead and I hand her a turkey leg and be like, go ahead, freeze it up.
You hand her a cooked one?
Well, yeah, I cooked it a few hours back before we fell asleep and got attacked by a bunch of assholes.
Oh yeah, then she's gonna freeze it and eat it, and go into the bushes.
Why is she going in the bushes?
To stealth and keep watch.
Okay, there's nobody out there, just a tiger, but it's leaving you alone.
I got a 19 on medicine if it helps. I don't know if it does or not.
It wouldn't do anything. She's
Okay.
I have taken 7. I have 7 points of damage left.
Okay.
I had the 12 before.
Well, if you stay up, you can. Well, even if you don't stay up, you can get a short rest, and you'll get that back. I'm sure.
I just plan on taking a long rest during the trip.
I'll cast Good Berries again and hand her the rest of them. Here, that should take care of it.
She's gonna come out of the shadows just to scoop them up, eat them really quick, and then go back in.
Yeah, I kind of figured it.
Pia, Shakatai is still waiting for his money.
I gave you your 3 gold and 3 copper.
And he called you a liar that you're still holding out.
On what?
You showed your scimitar, and he said, go ahead.
I was going to go to bed.
Yes, he said he wanted his cut, so I was going to cut him as a joke.
He was talking to Bo, but
Right. And he's saying, go ahead.
yeah, Bo's like,
okay.
Shakatai
You know,
is
if
still waiting for his money.
Bo's like, are you guys going to fight?
You'll die second.
Me? I was going to bet on you.
All right, I'll go ahead and flip Agatai an extra gold piece.
He'll take it. Assume that's. I would assume that's about how much he's supposed to get. I don't know.
Probably a little more, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more, but yeah, it's fine.
Bo's like, fight,
He'll take
fight,
it. Turn around
fight,
and
fight.
I'm like, don't make me get up.
now Shakatai. Now Shakatai will punch Bo.
Ow!
Thank you.
Grumble, grumble. I got more hit points than all you guys. This sucks.
Oh, which reminds me, I'm gonna go over to him and take the thieves' tools.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Those were bothering my feet.
Oh, actually, do I have thieves' tools? I could use those.
You do
never mind.
now.
I could use an extra set if you don't want them.
I'll just drop them on Denzel.
Thank you.
Bo's like, I'll take them if you don't need them.
I got some. I'll give you some.
I know. Bam. That's all you know how to do. Okay, the next day, you guys get up in the morning. Bo is quiet. For one thing, he's really tired because he didn't sleep much last night. But he pretty much stays quiet. And I'll cut, considering the time I'll cut through. It's going to take you a couple of more days to get to the village of Ordain, where you're supposed to be. During that time, there are no more attacks. And Bo actually seems kind of glum. And for the most part, he stays quiet at this point.
I asked him what he actually did.
I told you, I stole a cow. Or that's what I was accused of. I took a cow. I didn't realize it was a cow. It was dark in the middle of the night. That's what I did.
Are you calling this woman a cow?
What?
What woman?
The princess.
Is my question.
No. I meant to take the princess, but accidentally took a cow instead. So then they put out a warrant for me to be arrested for cow stealing.
And
So I ran away and came to the Empire.
You know, where I'm from, they eat liars.
Well, if you want to do an insight roll, you can, but he's like, I'm not lying.
17?
I'll give you
I
guys-
was gonna assist her on that.
I'm not going to get much better than that.
He's
like I
actually
know.
he is obviously not telling the complete truth, but he also doesn't seem to be completely lying either. It's more like there's just things he's not telling you, but he doesn't seem to like he's not bold-faced lying.
Can I just poke my scimitar on the bottom of his foot, like not stabbing in, but kind of twisting, slowly apply a little more pressure?
Yeah, and I'm the one who's going to jail? Ow, thanks.
This is my job.
To torture people?
Did I tell you what my job is?
I thought you were just guards to take me to the dwarves.
Well, you should probably stop assuming shit.
Apparently.
I'm gonna go move to the front of the wagon and sleep beside Chagatai.
Okay. So after a couple of days, you guys start going into the village of Wardain. And you can see this is it's right smack dab in the middle of the border, which is kind of obvious because you're on an Imperial road. And then suddenly you're on a dwarf road, which is a lot more less brick and a lot more stone. And honestly, it's probably even in a little better condition. And the village is a mixture of human and dwarf. There are dwarven stone houses. There also are a lot of human sort of wood houses. And you can tell right away the village is technically on the Imperial side, but you do see a few sort of town guards here. They're local like militia guys, basically. They don't look all that tough. But you do see a dwarf in chainmail armor and a helmet standing out in the middle of the village, looking in your all's direction when you arrive. And he comes forward with a hand extended. He can see the wagon and bow in the back of it. He comes forward with a hand extended. He's like, Sergeant Stonemason, good to meet you. I presume, he looks over at Bo. He's like, I presume you're here for the prisoner exchange.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
He's like, very well. He claps his hands, and out of a stone building on the other side of the border come 4 dwarven guards, also in chainmail with axes, and they're dragging along what we would consider an Asian-looking human, a little older, probably in his 50s. He's wearing what were probably once really nice sort of lavender robes with gold trim, but now they're really dirty and muddy and even torn in a few places. His hands are actually tied with ropes. There are no shackles on this guy, but they drag him forward. It's like, Sergeant Stonemason's like, well, you want him in the back of your wagon?
That'll work.
They pick him up and throw him in there. He's like, oh!
Kick Bo off.
Do you want to tie
Do we
him up
have
before we
an
take our
extra
manacles?
pair of shackles to throw on him?
I got my
You
own.
want to tie him
mantle.
up before we take our manacles back?
Please.
Yeah, that's true. They'll tie Bo up and give you back your manacles. There you go. Thanks a lot. Always good doing business with the Empire. Or usually,
Right.
anyway.
Radio.
Hopefully you have less trouble than we did.
Oh, we will. He's going to hang within a fortnight, probably. We don't tolerate stealing cows in this part. And they drag Bo away.
You might actually want to look into the princess thing. He wasn't lying completely, but do your thing.
Oh, we got her back. She was actually a mayor's daughter.
Well,
She ran
there you
off. She ran off with a farmer's boy for a couple of weeks. We got her back though. So,
I know.
go. Ah,
and Bo starts
the
crying.
running marriages.
And Bo is crying as they're dragging him away. He wasn't crying until they said something about hanging him, and he's like, "Hang me! It was just a cow." And then he starts sniffling,
They really love their beef here.
and they cuff him upside the head and drag him in a building. So it's basically almost nighttime. So you guys can either travel for a little while. Now you've got a long journey of a couple of weeks ahead of you to get to the city of Falcon. But considering it's a little after 10, I'll go ahead and stop things here for the night. Okay. And we can take it up next week from here. And you've got Master Lowfin to get to Falcon, where you're supposed to turn him over to the governor's office there.
What is Lofin's profession?
Former restaurateur is what he'll tell you. But he's been identified as a minor criminal, underworld criminal, I guess you'd say.
So we can expect he has a little bit deeper circle than Mr. Bow.
Possibly. Apparently he was part of the underworld in the city of Falcon. And somehow or other got on the bad side of other underworld figures and was trying to flee the country. And he did flee the country. It's just the dwarves had heard of him, and when they got him, they held on to him. And basically sort of extradited him back to the Empire now. So you guys got him.
Word.
And he's staying quiet. He's not talking like Bo was.
Okay. Do you guys want to rest here for the night in the actual bed? And
I think it would be a wise decision to make use of our current resources.
Yeah. I'll ask the sergeant if it's possible to hold Lofang in their jail cell overnight.
Yeah, there's a local jail cell here that there's a local magistrate, I guess you'd say, who can take him and put him in the jail cell or hold him in the jail cell. He'll be in there with Bo all night, so he'll get lots of sleep.
I think this is a bad idea.
I could watch him.
Do you mind explaining that feeling?
Look at all the intricacies of that clothing. And Bo's already proven to be an excellent acrobat and thief. Just imagine what he could do with all those little pins.
From inside the jail, you hear somebody yell, naked. "It was just a cow."
Well, how do you propose we accommodate him?
We continue.
If you think that is best, I will follow.
All right. If you want to hit the road, we can do that.
I think the less opportunity he has to communicate with other people is a less opportunity he has to organize something.
Okay.
Aya helps Lofan up to the truck. Up to the...
Oh, they threw him in there already.
Oh, yeah, they threw him in there. Unless you dragged him out, they threw him in there.
Then I'm going to go ahead and sit shotgun.
Okay. He's not going to say a word. He just sits there, sort of looking down at the floor of the wagon. And you guys are, I guess, going to go a few miles outside of town and then camp there for the night, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And I will call it quits then, and we will see each other next week, I suppose.